In most countries, you need a prescription to buy medicine containing codeine. But in South Africa, it's easily available to consumers at low cost. Abuse of over-the-counter drugs containing codeine is meant to be monitored by providing your ID at pharmacies. But this isn't happening.
We showed our undercover footage to Griffith Mulewa from the Health Products Regulatory Authority.
I'd say it's mind-boggling. In this pharmacy, there's no pharmacist. They're just workers.
We decided to call the pharmacy to set up an interview.
Why don't you come yourself to the pharmacy and come see for yourself what is happening?
Okay, I'll do that.
Don't bark from far.
Hi there, how are you?
So we paid them a visit. Pharmacist Philip van Voore changed his tone when he saw our cameras.
TV show. We have some hidden camera footage which shows someone in this pharmacy selling 17 bottles of Bronclear to one person who claims that he's a dealer and says that he buys it here all the time.
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
Would you like to see the footage? Can I show you?
Yeah, you can show me.
Okay, just hang on a second.
Just take me from me, please. I'm wanting to get one other store.
Are you the owner of this pharmacy?
No, I'm not the owner. I'm just a pharmacist employed here.
And at the end of the day, the buck stop with the pharmacist. The staff needs to know which medication they can prescribe, but the pharmacist must always be around to answer any that or thing. And shouldn't just leave it to their discretion, because at times they might give the wrong person, the wrong medication to a person, and then who's going to be sued in the ultimate? It's not that shop assistance, it's your reputation.
We called the pharmacy owner, Ridwan Sali.
Right, would you be available tomorrow for an interview? Would you be able to come to us?
Let me find out and see what I got this exam and stuff tomorrow and things like that.
Unsurprisingly, that interview never materialized.
The pharmacist owner, once we get this, that whole thing, could be arrested and then get a fine or a prison term. Until we get the particulars, we'll send some of the inspectors there to really go and check it up and see, because this is not on.
In reality, the authority has walked a long road trying to root out codeine addiction. In 2015, Checkpoint accompanied them on a bus on the East Rand with the Hawks.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to buy medicine also.
Yes, I want to buy medication, so he has my money. Mr. Gordon.
How much?
Yes, 100,000.
100,000 rand. What medication did you want to buy?
My brother, he wanted to buy Bronclear.
3 years later, the problem seems to have escalated. But experts are conflicted on whether up-scheduling codeine products to prescription only is the answer.
I think the problem for me if we upschedule codeine would be that many people would not get access to products which would help alleviate pain, and they need that. So I think we would be doing a huge disservice, particularly to people in rural areas who might find it harder to get access.
Upscheduling is not necessarily the answer to take there. I think public education, using it responsibly, is the way to go.
The challenge is to keep tabs on who's buying it in excess.
We need to get a national database, and I cannot get away from that. Without the national database, and I logically think that an ID number would be the only way in which we can do that. From the department's side, they've already done that. It has now become legally entrenched that a patient have to provide their ID number when they want medication, whether it be Schedule 2 substance or whether it be on a doctor's prescription there. So that is part of the regulation in Act 101. What will have to happen is that the Pharmacy Council will have to write it in the minimum standards of good pharmacy practice. And those two will have to be married in order for us to get this program rolled out.
But for the addicts we met, it'll take serious intervention to give up on their cheap high.
I'd love to quit this. I think if maybe we all get determined to just put it aside and see how our lives changes, I just always think, what would happen if we actually stop this? But then it's hard to actually stop because you can't just be like, I'm not using this anymore. And your friends are using it around you. It won't be an easy process.
And while their heroes are singing about it, they don't seem to see much wrong with it.
That's all from us this week. Please do give us your feedback. Our Twitter handle is @checkpoint_ENCA and our email address checkpoint@enca.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Ngepile Mabuse. You can watch previous Checkpoint episodes on enca.com as well as on YouTube. Subscribe to the ENCA YouTube channel and click on the Checkpoint playlist to watch.